Hi, everyone. Come on in, come on in. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to have some of the locals on tonight. Give me a 1 if you can hear me okay in the chat. So there was a couple people that I sent links to. If you guys want to click the links, it'll bring you into the studio here and I can put you up into the screen with me. Okay, great. We'll give Rudy a couple seconds to get here. In the meantime, there is going to be a search tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. They're meeting at the gym in Waimanalo. Let me pull up that flyer for you guys. That way you can see it. They're just asking that you wear boots and show up, basically. That way, if you are in any rough terrain, that you are covered. They just want to take some time and just keep searching for her. And keep looking. Let me share the screen. Let me see. And then tomorrow evening, there is going to be the 2 different marches, one from 4 until 6:30, meeting at the sign place, and then they are going to be on Puha Street, where she was last seen again, from 7 to 10, just to bring awareness to the fact that she has been missing for 1 month now. Is anyone here yet from the locals that wanted to chat? If there's somebody in there in the live chat even that wants to come up and just give your thoughts about the case, everything that's going on so far. And I just want to hear from everybody about what they think, basically. What our plans are, what we can get together as a group and do for Ariel to honor her name, places we can search, any tips that you guys might have. Please call HPD with them. I am not a police officer. We are allowed to speculate, though. So if you want to come on and speculate even about what happened, I'm going to drop the link in the chat here. You can go ahead and click the link and I will bring you up with me. Like I said, there was a couple people that I sent out. Check your Facebook Messenger. I did send out links to those of you who clicked yes on the poll earlier today, saying that you want, or yesterday, saying that you would be interested in coming live. So we have the rallies going on tomorrow night. Make sure you guys come out. Remember to wear your mask. Continue to social distance. They're asking that you could wear purple tomorrow evening. Bring your signs, horns, and voice to support. We're hoping that we can get a lot of people out there. The bigger these rallies get, the more notice that she will get, the more attention from the news media. No, you don't have to show your face. You can just come up with a little ball like how I have. Just whatever your YouTube picture is. You can keep your cameras off. Go ahead and bring up Allison. Hi, Allison. How are you tonight? Let's make sure she's can hear me. Allison, can you hear me? Okay, it Looks like she might be having some technical difficulties. Let's give her a second to come in. Hi, how are you doing tonight? Can you hear me? All right, ladies, I got you both in the room now. Can either one of you hear?
Hello, this is Kanoi.
Yeah, yep, you're good. How are you?
No, I'm good. Hi. I have
I think you might
several
have
questions.
a little.
Wait, maybe I'm just like double connected.
Yeah, if you already had the YouTube stream up, you're going to want to close the YouTube stream and open it through like just the link. No, Allison, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Sorry.
Am I echoing?
No, you're not echoing to me.
Okay, I was hearing like four different voices. I apologize. I'm new at this. My name is Kanoi, and I just wanted to thank you first of all, Sleuth Mom, and the aunties that are on, or anybody that is on listening. I know it's very hard right now to answer questions for you. Um, but I just wanted, to put out there that, I'm praying for you guys, but I also, I'm doing things, in the background with putting her posters up, checking prices. I've been around town and I haven't seen her.
Right.
It's been 2 weeks, and it really bothered me where it wasn't enough. I probably only seeing some here and there, but um, I took it upon myself to try to get her more out and about. Only I'm talking about like town side, Ala Moana,
Mhm.
Kaka'ako, down this whole side, Kapiolani Boulevard. And so I took it upon myself to check, to see the prices of the buses and stuff. And I know I put a PDF file up, and I just want you guys to know that, I am working on it. I have gotten some prices. I got some pointers. I did talk to somebody. Am I going over the limit? Is this a topic I should be talking about right now? I'm
No, you're
sorry.
fine. Absolutely continue talking. You're good.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So I just, I called the bus and they were very helpful. When I talked to the media, the Sky High Media, the one that's responsible, for the placards on the bus, I really, she really gave me, I didn't know what I was doing. And she told me, to talk to Crime Stoppers to get permission to put the flyer up, So I did. I emailed Crime Stoppers and they said they didn't have anything to do with permission putting a flyer up for her or a placard. So I, ever since I put this PDF file up, I had several people wanting, the full kit of the media, of meeting media of how much it's going to cost per bus and stuff like that. And I haven't heard anything back, but I have talked to somebody from the bus, and she told me when I called the first time to the bus about this, they weren't really fully aware what was going on. So I let her know. So she called me back and let me know that she has Ariel's flyer, Crime Stopper flyer, and it was given to every bus driver, and not to show everybody on the bus, to just have the bus driver view it right there. He has it up while he's driving. Um, I also asked if I could have permission to put it at the transit. Here, that's where, there's a lot of connections. And they gave me pointers where they said that I'm welcomed, to go to Alapai Transit, Ala Moana. So that's where I figure we go more. There's a lot of people, and just yesterday, me and my daughters went to Ala Moana, and it wasn't even 5 minutes into posting it, and they said, "Is she still missing?" you know and I'm like, wow, we're gonna have to post all over the place again, just to be, for them to be aware of what really is, she's still missing. So they
Yeah.
took pictures, with their camera, and they and just by 5 minutes there, we had about maybe 3 to 4 people just come right up to us, and so I'm so glad that we're getting it out there. I know as there's a lot of red tape to get the money, for this, um, but we could still do the best we can for now until we, I was thankful that, not to change the subject, but I'm thankful that there was Dilly Print Shop on Dillingham that donated. They paid for 200 flyers, and I had a lot of people that said, "Can you send me, or can you put it in my email?" And it's up again, PDF on the chat room. I mean, the group, um,
Hmm.
and there's been a lot of people that want, her poster, and a lot could be done through email, but there's a lot of people that don't have printers, or they don't know how to go about it, and I'm willing to send them because I have, over 200 copies, you know, I'm willing to send those that were donated to the people that don't have printers or don't have access to start putting her face all over the place, just to have people realize that this is still going on. So
Right.
that's basically, really what I wanted to say, about this, that we a lot of people are angry right now, and I understand why. um and I just want you to know that I'm doing the best on my part on social media, outside of social media, that I have been trying my best, to print out flyers and put her out there for now until we figure out, something to do with, somebody sent. There's a lot of people that's giving me pointers on Venmo, how to start this, but I want it to be done as a group, so
Right.
and that's what's happening. People are telling me, okay, let's try this, let's try that, so, and it's kind of like overwhelming, but it's for a good cause for me, and the more, it's just so amazing that people want to help, and I truly appreciate everybody's help and everybody's interest in asking how to help, so, if anybody has questions, you could ask me, whether here or on Facebook, email, whatever it might be. You could go ahead and, message me, and I'm here to answer anything if anybody has questions
Yeah,
about
and
that
we
part.
just want to say thank you to you too, honestly, because I know that the whole family appreciates what you're doing as well. I appreciate what you're doing. I know the group does too, because there was a lot of areas that didn't have flyers, like you said, up until,
Hmm.
you've took the initiative to make sure that you're covering as much ground as you can, getting these flyers out there. This group,
Hmm.
her face, I'm trying to help spread it in the YouTube/social media world, but you are foot soldier on the ground every day trying to make sure that she is out there. And so, like, what
Yes.
you're doing is amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Thank you very
amazing.
much.
Now, as
Thank
far as
you.
like the fundraising and stuff goes, fundraising for the reward is completely separate than fundraising for like what you're doing. If you want to post a Cash App link or something for the bus funds, for flyer funds or something like that, by all
Hmm.
means, like, we need to get you the resources that you might need. But like I said, the fundraising for the reward side of things, that has to go through a 5013C and all of that to
Hmm.
make sure that those funds, because obviously a reward is going to be like a much larger amount.
Yes. Yes, I have been there. I had somebody send me how to do a Venmo account, how to do a cash, a cash app account.
Mhm.
Regarding the advertisement, the printing and stuff. I know there's a lot of that has to be done, like the 403, the one you just said, that has to be all like almost legal. So that's something that I know that I can't touch. I
Right.
could probably like research it, but it's not something that I want to dip my hand in because I know, only certain people could do this. So
Mhm.
I myself, thank you for letting me know this about, if I wanted to do it just for that little kitty of
Yeah,
the
if you
advertisement, I
if
can.
like I said, even the buses, like I would love to get the 5,000 or whatever we need raised for the buses. Um, that's completely separate than reward money though. You know what I mean? Like that needs to be in
Mhm.
an accessible, spendable account to print flyers or do whatever we need to do, you know?
Okay.
So,
Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead with that, for the flyers and stuff, and keep it totally separate because it's much more easier now that I hear that, I could do it that way and I don't have to include, the reward. I just want this little thing because plenty of people want to help, and I
right.
want to do this. So I'm going to check into it and then I'll, lay everything out as a group, and, go through you, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And then Allison, I
And
added you to the stream as well. Do you want to check your mic?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, great. Thank you.
So, um, what is there anything that you want to add to what she was saying, Allison? Or
I do. If you want to reach out to me, or we can message later and I can help, and maybe we can reach out to businesses and they can, like just, the mall itself, just reach out and maybe they can print and distribute the flyers to all of their tenants, or just like even Wendy's, maybe they can send it out to all of the other locations and stuff like that across Island. So maybe I can start doing that, as contacting businesses and see if they can help as well do the foot traffic as well. And I can go do foot traffic myself and go place, ask stores to place the posters as well.
okay, great, Allison. This is Kanoy. That'd be great. We could get together, maybe
Yeah,
later and see.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, whatever you need help with, you can delegate that to me, and I'd be more than willing to help whatever you need help with.
Okay, great. Thank you, Allison.
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's awesome that we can like make this connection now and you guys can hopefully work together on this a little bit.
Yes, I agree. Thank you.
Sorry, my daughter has bronchitis. That's her coughing in the background. I apologize
Oh,
if you guys can hear that. Um, let me add Michael to the stream too. Hi, Michael. How are you tonight? Let me see. No, maybe not. No, Michael, you might be having the same problem that Allison had. Down for a minute. Okay, and if there's anybody else who wants to come up, I will drop the link into the chat again. Like I said, we just kind of want to talk about, everything that's been going on. If you wanted to speculate, you're allowed to speculate. If you just want to discuss, the searches, like I said, there's a search tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for anybody who wants to meet up at the gym. They're asking for people to come out, and then there are rallies tomorrow evening. One from 4 to 6:30 meeting at the sign place, and then one from 7 to 10 on Puha Street, where she was last seen. They're asking you to wear purple, bring your signs, bring your horns, and bring your voice to support her. So, Allison, is there anything else that you wanted to kind of add or talk about tonight?
Um, I don't know if it's wanted to add. I just wanted to know, if anybody had any other additional things that they were doing that I could help assist with, more than just spreading awareness of in her name on social media.
So I know right now the family is looking for a 5013C, the last I heard, to back the reward because they need like a signer to have their name on the bank account for it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if Taryn is here yet that she can jump on and let us know how that is going. But that was the last I heard from her. They still have not heard back from Crime Stoppers. They've tried to reach out over the last 2 days to confirm the $10,000 reward because typically whenever a reward is done, they notify the family that there's an active reward and then they update their flyers on the website, and they haven't done either yet. So they want to make sure that the reward is verified active before they before we move on making new flyers and getting them hung and everything like that. So we just want to make sure that that's 100% before we go with that. But they are still working with their bank to try to get a separate reward done. So that's what's going on with all of that right now. As far as anything else being done, really what it is we want to, as far as, apparently I had my phone into the stream as well. As far as anything else needing done, we need feet on the ground. We need searchers out there tomorrow morning, or they are willing to organize a weekend search, but like tomorrow's was already planned for 9 a.m. If you want to get together with them and plan a weekend search, that's a thing that can happen as well. And then we're continuing the protest. The family wants to plan a protest at the CPS building again. And then they also want to protest at the Capitol and outside of HPD, from my understanding. So those are all things that we need to kind of help plan and get people there, basically, to bring awareness to what's going on. And then the other thing that was talked about is what's that called? The thing where people like sign it. Petition. The petition to get the law changed for CPS, not allowing people with felonies essentially to have children. You know, we have to change this somewhere, and it needs to start here for sure. So that's pretty much all of the things that I know that they had mentioned wanting to work on over the next couple weeks. But for now, we are at Flyerland. Here's Taryn. Let me pull her up. All right, Taryn, I added you to the screen if you want to fill in anything else that might be, you know, that I might have missed.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can. Yep.
Okay. I kind of heard the part where they were asking about the nonprofit organization. So we're still seeking a nonprofit organization out. If you know any nonprofits that would be willing. Several people are looking into different nonprofits. They're asking nonprofits for us, and so that's where we are with that. We haven't got one yet to continue and move forward with the reward. I did call Crime Stoppers myself. I called for Sergeant Kim. I have left a message for him to call me back. He has yet to call me back. They did tell me that he was suited up and went out into the field the other day, and I still have not gotten a call back, so I will be calling him back. Was there any other things that I might have missed to kind of cover?
No, that was pretty much it. And then like we were talking about the protests that you guys eventually want to do outside of CPS again and outside of the HPD and everywhere, basically, coming up in the future, hopefully. Besides that, is there anything?
We are going to meet.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, maybe there was a lag. We will be meeting to go over the plans for future rallies and protests at the different locations, such as Child Welfare Services and HPD, to get awareness out there for Ariel and all the other missing children of Hawaii.
Is there anything going on with the case that you're able to tell us about?
The only thing that I did actually speak to one of the detectives today, and he shared that they're getting a lot of information, just a lot of information, and they're trying to siphon through the information that they're receiving and the tips they're receiving. He did share that it was kind of intimidating for them because a lot is hearsay, and then there's a lot of things that they need to look into. But he says they're looking into it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that they have to do. No matter what tip is called in, they have to investigate it. And that's why it's important to make sure that the tips that are getting called in are real tips and that we're not just calling in with social media rumors, basically. Because I know that that does start to happen as the group grows. And it's not a bad thing that the group is growing. I've been busy all day with the group. We are getting very big in numbers, and which is amazing. That's what we want. We want people to keep inviting your friends, keep sharing the group, keep sharing the lives, keep sharing her name. The more people we can spread this to, the better. It's just, I'm sure that, HPD is a smaller police department. So as things get larger, it's going to be more and more chaotic for them because of the tips getting called in, especially once we have a confirmed reward out there. Reward does make people talk sometimes, but it also brings a lot of false tips as well, which is why police departments don't typically like rewards, but they are a necessary thing. We need people to be motivated to want to share her story, to want to speak out if they have information. Michael just asked, what is the video of them walking into a store?
Is that the video of them walking into court?
He must be talking about the limping. Yeah, that would be my guess. Do you want to go ahead and explain that video a little bit for the people who don't know what that is?
That is a video of Ariel, and she's there. She's the littlest one in the back. You can see her limping clearly, being left behind. And the video was taken, and child welfare was made aware of abuse, that, there was speculated abuse that was happening, and they were being told about it, reported, the family was reporting to child welfare that abuse was taking place. And clearly she was injured. You can clearly see that she is falling behind, and everybody's just walking on like she's not there, and she's not one of the littlest ones in the bunch, and they're not concerned with her. And that is a form of neglect. And she does look like she's injured and hurt, and somebody should be carrying her and should be taking care of her. None of us knew if she had medical treatment at that point or whatnot. But claims were being told to child welfare by my family that, there was suspected abuse, and that was one of the pieces of evidence to show, like, look at this, what's going on with this? Help her. Help.
Right. Yeah, and it's crazy that they didn't, with the background and everything else, that she had already been removed from their care once for suspected abuse. You would think that as soon as abuse is being reported, that they would have investigated more, but they clearly dropped the ball with her life, and that's not okay. And that's why we're protesting. That's why there's rallies. Not only to spread awareness for her, but because something has to change. Something has to change in this.
I agree. Something does have to change. They were walking into court, and she was clearly limping, and I can't see how nobody noticed and nobody was paying attention.
So the person who took the video, Michael, doesn't want to reveal themselves, but it is somebody um, who was trying to get her help because they were thinking that she was abused. It is somebody who is known to the family. It's not just some random stranger, because I know that there was speculations that like, oh, maybe this person was videoing her and wanted to take her. Like, no, that's not what was going on. It's because there was people trying to prove abuse claims. Is that correct, Taryn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they were trying to get her help, and it's just like calling in on the tip line. They're gonna say a lot of stuff, speculation and whatnot, and that's the same when it goes with mandated reporting. Sometimes they get inundated with claims, and they think it might not be true. So giving them some proof, showing them, hey, what is this? Like, that doesn't look right to me. She needs help. Please help her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Are you in town? Are you going to be at tomorrow's rallies?
Yes, I'm in town, and Jamie actually flew in. She's here as well, and I think she's in the room. Jamie, are you in the room?
Let me drop the link if she wants to come up too.
Okay.
Can. I know that there is a reporter who reached out to several of us, not me, but several people that are being prominent in the case on Instagram. He was looking for somebody to interview at tomorrow's rallies. We did let him know that people were going to be there from the family, so I was hoping that you guys were going to be there in town. I assumed. So I did let him know, if he didn't reach out to you guys already, that you would likely be at the rally. So it sounds like the
Yes.
media is intending to be there.
Yes, the media is, they will be there. I know they had reached out to the person who's coordinating the rally. She also did reach out to law enforcement agents, so we will have police on the ground with us at this during tomorrow's search.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Is there any specific areas that you guys are looking to hit, or you don't want to reveal those right now?
Well, she's spearheading this search. She's spearheading it. She's like the lead, and she has a plan in mind. And so with her spearheading it, it's going to be in Waimanalo, and it's basically covering certain areas. I've not seen the map of what areas are going to be covered, but I know the meetup spot is at the gym, at Waimanalo Gym, at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So if you can come out and help, please come out and help. If you can't come out and help, please send your prayers, your good wishes, your good vibes our way, so that we can go ahead and bring Ariel home.
Yeah, absolutely. And somebody's saying, mahalo for the explanation of the video. The video really moved people to do something. And it did. There was a lot of people who I noticed were kind of on the fence in the public groups about whether something could have possibly happened to her at the hands of the Kaluas or not. Everybody kind of wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. And, I'm not here to say that they are 100% guilty or anything else. Everybody in America is innocent until proven guilty. But with that video coming out with the different pictures of what she looked like through the year, a lot of people have kind of changed their opinions about what could have possibly happened to her. And it's also helped her case to get out there a little bit more. People seeing what she may have been going through. I've been getting multiple messages as well from people who are closer to the Kaluas that are kind of trying to reach out now and, maybe verify information that we've been looking for, basically. So it is it's the more information that we're putting out, the more that people are starting to feel comfortable to talk about what they know. And that's what we want. We want people to come forward with anything that you might know. Please contact the Crime Stoppers or one of the aunties or HPD. Like, please let them know what is going on. Now, somebody wants to know if the search team is going to have search dogs with them.
I am unsure if there's going to be search dogs there. I actually sent the link to the person in charge of the search to see if she would join us. I know that Sleuth Mom sent the link to her as well. So if she joins us, she will have answers for you. And I apologize that I don't know that answer right now.
We don't know if the Kaluas were given polygraphs, right? As far as we know, the Kaluas gave their statement to the lawyer who gave it to HPD. But as far as we know, they haven't ever been taken into police custody at all to even be given a polygraph test or any interviews. We do know that the biological family has been fully interviewed, though.
Yes, correct. And Ariel's mother, who I'm related to, she did take a polygraph test and she passed it.
Good. Good. There was like a lot of different people who were wanting to come on. If you are one of those people that wanted to jump in and just kind of talk about what you're feeling, what you wanted to say, there was like 17 different people I sent the link out to. If you're here and you want to join or you need the link again, I'm going to go ahead and post it in the chat. All you have to do is if it won't let you click it for some reason, you can just copy and paste it into your browser and come up. So, and this was I just wanted to give you guys a voice. I wanted to give Ariel's army a chance to, okay, wait. I'm going to add Allison back because she has a few questions. Go ahead, Allison. Uh-oh. Your mic might not be working again. I might have broke you whenever I put you down. If you're talking, Allison, we cannot hear you. That's okay. I will type it. Okay. Well, let me read you her question in a second.
Okay.
In the meantime, like I was saying, guys, there's search 9 a.m. tomorrow. Please consider coming out. I know a lot of people work on the weekdays, but we want to get as many boots on the ground as we possibly can out looking for her. There is a lot of ground to cover in Hawaii and a lot of areas that still have not been searched for her that I'm sure that they are going to be looking at. Jean was supposed to come on. Not sure if she got busy. Just see. She's still typing. Okay, for the rallies, is there any task that we can help you with? Are there any permits that we need to get done? And for the search, is someone overseeing all of the searches? And if so, is there a map to show the areas that have been searched or not?
Those are all good questions. Thank you for asking them. The person in charge of the search, she was going to join us on this live tonight so that she could go ahead and share out that particular information for everybody. And I hope she can join us. I hope she comes on so that she can answer those questions because they're super important. I do know that she reached out to the police department. We are going to have police on the ground. They are aware, so I'm hoping that she mapped everything out with them, and she actually has a lot of experience with this thing. So I believe she would have her permits and whatnot. But if she came on here, she could kind of give us more insight and let us know prior to tomorrow what the plan is.
Okay, let me reach out to her again and see if she is going to stop in.
Okay. On behalf of my family and Ariel, I just want to mahalo all of you, in our group out there doing what you're doing, all the help that you're giving us and giving Ariel to bring Ariel home. We appreciate you so much. We really do. We are exhausted and brokenhearted, and we appreciate you guys and all your help. So thank you. Please keep keeping on and being strong and being brave, because this 6-year-old little girl, if you look at her, she's strong and she's brave, and she needs us to be strong and brave for her and continue to fight for her to come home.
Yeah, absolutely. This family is so thankful for each one of you guys. Honestly, we just got to keep pushing, and we got to not stop. We won't stop until she's back. This family won't stop until she's back. And all the people, who are trying to cause turmoil in the group today, and different people have been jumping in my inbox this morning, and it's not going to deter me. It's not going to stop me. And I know anybody else who gets the same type of stuff going on, it's not going to make us go away. If anything, it's going to make us go harder, because it tells me that we're probably getting close. Something is probably getting ready to happen.
She's a little girl, she needs us. She's so innocent
Hi.
in all of this.
Hi, is that you, Jamie?
Hi.
Hello.
Is that you, Jamie? They know. Yes. Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Do you
Yes,
still have
Jamie.
the YouTube stream running in the background, maybe, of your device? We're getting kind of like an echo after you talk.
Oh yeah, we turned it off. Better? Is it better now?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, you're much better. Thank you. Sorry. I
No.
was responding to the search organizer. She didn't realize we were live, so she's coming. She's coming. Anything that you wanted to say about the search going on tomorrow, or any updates on the case that we have going on, or the rally? Anything you want to add to what we've already said?
So basically I'm not too aware of, I am aware of the search tomorrow. That is handled by another organization. I'm not too sure what their plans are. We do know that they are meeting at Waimanalo District Park at 9 a.m. About the rally tomorrow night, we are going to be in front of the Ikomamai sign in Waimanalo when you're first driving in from 4 to 6:30. And that's just pretty much like a 1 month of Ariel's disappearance. And not only just about her and continue to show like her face around the world, it's also to bring awareness for all the other children that's been missing, and their family, letting the other families know like they're not alone in this, and we know their pain, we feel their pain, and then we're always here as well. We just want to again thank you guys, the community, for all your guys' love and support throughout this whole thing. You guys are the ones that are actually keeping us strong to continue to do what we do today.
Somebody says that they posted her story to the Class Kids Foundation. The founder is Mark Class, father of Polly Class, a 12-year-old girl who helps family in cases like this. I hope I didn't overstep the family boundaries. I think I actually sent you guys the link to that too, because somebody had sent it to me um in the messenger. So I think
Mhm.
I forwarded it to you guys as well. It is definitely an amazing organization that you can reach out to for help. There's also a group called Missing Hawaii Kids, I believe is what they were called. And it seems like they would assist you guys as well, perhaps in the 501c3 if needed.
Oh, okay, thank you. Can you
Thank you.
possibly resend that to me?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I might have sent it to Taryn, honestly.
Okay. And then
So
also, we don't have any updates about the case, about what's going on. Um, we do know that they are still, doing their investigation, trying to, talk with the other family, but they're still, from what our understanding is, they're still not cooperating. Um, there was a post that went out yesterday of one of the detectives. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure we'll
I
see.
seen that badge. Like, what was? I mean, I posted it on the Instagram page. I got a ton of bad feedback. I had Tasha was in my inbox this morning, not very happy.
Uh-huh.
Like she was not pleased. But it got somebody from that side of the family to talk, which was, you know, good. We need her to talk. We need them all to
Um,
talk.
so yes, so Tasha was the one that posted it. We don't know what the intentions was, or anything. Just to, like, I guess, clarify and clear the air of the rumors that are being sent. Our family has nothing to do with that. Detective Kaini is doing his job. That's part of his job. He's a detective. It's an open investigation. He's investigating. Not only on their side. They talk with us too, and we're the only
Right.
ones cooperating. So there's a
It was
lot
just
of,
weird that she like took his picture and posted
yeah,
it. Like why?
yeah,
Like
yeah. That was
what was that
Yeah.
supposed to do? Like I
yeah,
don't want to say anything negative about the officer. I obviously am not local. I have no idea what he's like as a person. Um
yeah,
it was just unfortunate that it happened to be his face and his name, but it was
right.
just like really strange like type of messaging on her end to say what, like
Mm,
why would you post that? Like that's so weird. But the message that she
It's
sent me, I can
bizarre.
actually read it to you guys.
yeah. So
Okay.
it's kind of like really weird, and like, he got to do his job, and like, when everybody is entitled to their own feelings and opinion, on anything. um Detective Kaini has been, since we first started this whole search party, he's one of the detectives that was always at Waimanalo District Park with all their team, going out searching and interviewing and stuff like that. So I don't know what the whole intentions was about posting his pictures. Only she would know. We everybody is just assuming things. There's a lot of rumors going around, and it's very frustrating when accusations are being thrown out on all angles, from our side, their side, other people. But it's like, if nobody knows the truth about anything that's being thrown out there, nobody should say anything, because that's how a lot of problems and all of that happens.
Yeah. No, and partially that was my fault because I did post it with like kind of a question mark
Right,
because why? But a lot of that was
right.
done intentionally
Yes,
because I wanted them to react. I wanted them to
Yeah.
reach out.
No, yeah,
I wanted
yeah,
them to say something and they did. She
yeah.
messaged me.
and they did. So, can you read her message so we can see why? What was the intention behind it?
Do you want me to read the whole thing what she said because some of it is not.
Oh, you could just maybe summarize
Yeah.
the
Okay.
important
It
part,
says
maybe the first
It
part.
says, you do know that they're effing talking to both sides of the family. I'm giving you all something to talk about. And then she put a whole bunch of laughing faces and a raised eyebrow. And then she said, is that really all you got? Clown faces. And then a hand palm on the, like the little palm face person. And then
Face
said, post
palm,
stuff because
face
I've got,
palm.
yeah, face palm. That's it. Yep. Post stuff because I've got nothing to hide. Me and my other half have nothing to do with anything. So go ahead and post me. Now, to follow this up today, there has been like so much troll activity going on in the group. I had to hire 2 new moderators because I can't keep up because people are just trying to cause chaos. I've had to ban 3 people today from just like they were just going off on random tangents in the group. And so it's been crazy. And then I've had people jump in my inbox. The one said that I need to watch what I'm saying, basically, like as kind of like an, ooh, you better watch yourself. You know what I mean? So it's been an interesting day for
Man,
me, but it ain't going to deter me or stop me or quiet me down. It honestly makes me laugh because it tells me that we hit a nerve somewhere. They can't hide
yeah,
in their community whenever the community is seeing Ariel limping across the parking lot and none of them
yeah,
giving a crap. So how are you going to
yeah.
cover that up,
And
basically? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put Ark into the stream. Ark, your camera is still on, hun. I don't know. Do you just want me to put you in? I can add you in anyways. We can barely see you, but I don't want to. I can't. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add you because you didn't leave. Okay, there you go. You're in. So we were going to ask you a little bit about the searches for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, like, is there a map or anything of areas that you guys may have already searched? Is there a plan basically to, like, have you been on most of the searches or all of the searches so far?
I've been on most of the searches, and we've been going out daily. Every day I have a team of 12 going out. But what I want to do is I want to do a sweep search, which means not everybody go in their own direction. What I want to do is line us up, and we're going to sweep the whole thing from the ranch area all the way to the Kalua's house. And I mean, this is mountainside. I have HPD boots on the ground. I have teams from all over coming to help. We'll have drones in the air. I want to get as much as I can to stay in a line and push. It's kind of like driving cattle, we're going to walk them through, and we're going to go through slowly without missing a cue. As far as ribbons, I don't know, because lately all the searches we've been going on, most of the ribbons have been gone. So it leads us to believe that nobody searched the area. So we're going to do a sweep. That's why I'm calling it boots on the ground.
Absolutely. No, and that's amazing that you've been heading this up and that you've been taking the initiative to do this. There's several people in this group right now that have just like taken the bull by the horns and are just doing what needs to be done. And we super appreciate it.
We're not doing it for anybody. We're doing it for her. We need to get her home one way or the other. She's coming home.
Right.
And thank you for that. Thank you guys for all the initiative. Yes, at the end of the day, this is not for our family or anybody's family. It's to bring her home. Thank you.
You
Do
know,
you
then we
know if
just want, go ahead.
there will be search dogs there tomorrow?
I'm hoping so. We put in a request to HPD and to detectives to try to get the cadaver dogs out there. I'm praying that they do come. You know, things change. They can come when they can, and if they got something else to do, they can't come. My original person flew back to Las Vegas because I got real sick, and when I got sick, I couldn't go, so she had to go back. And if we don't come up with nothing now, she'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll go again.
Yeah, that's great. Do we know if anybody has reached out to groups such as EquiSearch or Adventures with a Purpose?
Not in my experience that I've been working on with this. No, not that I know of. But we also have multiple people coming out tomorrow and news. I alerted the world, so it's gonna be pretty busy tomorrow.
That's awesome. Yeah, the more feet, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're doing a line search. You know, you see those whenever they say that they're doing searches and stuff. You see those a lot on the news.
Well, I think that's my game plan because everything we tried, I mean, I had people of 12 going out every day, and it's like to the point where, you're looking for a needle in a haystack. This way, I think if we do a line sweep, we'll get more ground covered and we won't miss anything.
You know, not to be a little bit graphic or anything, but Summer Wells is almost the same height and the same weight as Isabella. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
pretty close in that. And whenever the search team, search and rescue, announced that they were looking for Summer Wells, they said to look somewhere that a laptop computer can fit because that's how small a child can fold down into, basically. As small as a laptop computer. So you're right. Like this is, a large area and you could be looking for a very small package.
Correct. I felt this was the best way to head off this search because everybody was going their own ways and doing their own search. And I feel if we do a line search and sweep the whole area, that's why we need boots on the ground. We need more people so they can come out and help us achieve the goal because that is a widespread. But I mean, we're going in with CB radios and everything because I need to be connected to people. I need them to understand what we're looking for. I mean, at first, I believe they were all looking for Ariel.
Right.
And so they were all over the place. So now we do a line sweep and we try to see if we can, maybe we missed something,
Mm-hmm.
One never knows. Give it to God.
Someone said studies show that most missing children are harmed by those close to them and that the victims are usually found within a 12-mile radius of their home.
And that's possible.
We are her voice, Taryn. You're completely right. We are her voice and she does need us. Got to stay loud and stay out there as much as possible. And so, like, what we need from you guys that are watching this or that are going to watch the replay, I know it's 5 p.m. in Hawaii. I know you guys are probably getting off work and that you might not have, seen the beginning. But please, like, we need as many boots on the ground tomorrow morning as we possibly can. So if you're able to go out to the search, we're going to be meeting. They're going to be meeting at 9 a.m. at the gym.
Correct.
Let me share the flyer again for you guys. It says one last look, but it's not really a last look. Do you guys intend to do more searches after this, or is this like your last one that you're intending to do?
No, because I retracted the flyer and I put I think I put, what did I put? I retracted the flyer. There's another flyer
Okay.
because
So
I
there's
was
a
getting
newer one.
flack about the wording. And
Yeah.
no, this is not the last. I will not give up. My team will not give up until she's found or somebody goes down for this because she's a baby. She
Yeah.
shouldn't be out there alone.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And it ain't her fault. So we ain't stopping until we get her or something, you know. I'm not giving up. My team's not giving up.
And her family is definitely not giving up. And I know our community is not going to give up on her.
And I know you got my back, Taryn. We all family. Let's get this baby home. Boots on the ground.
Yes, it's absolutely right.
Sorry. Just reading a
If I can
message
send
coming
you
in.
the updated flyer, I will. As soon as we're finished this conversation, I'll send you the updated flyer.
Yeah, that would be great. And I'll make sure that it's posted in the group instead. Aunties, I know that Adventures with a Purpose and EquiSearch will not come without family request, or HPD would have to request them otherwise. So I'm going to send you guys links so that you guys can request them to come. The difference between the two groups is Adventures with a Purpose, they do a lot of water searching, which I think would be important in this case because of the fact that, you know, you're in Hawaii. You're literally on an island surrounded by water, filled with water everywhere. Like, you guys got so many lakes, streams, creeks, all of the different things. So I think that Adventures with a Purpose could be a good help as far as water searches. EquiSearch also can search the water as well with, they have like little mini boats that they send on that have cameras and sonars to be able to search, but they come equipped with drones that you can type a color into the drone and it can search until it finds that specific color in the woods, for example. So if we know that she may have been wearing, you know, pink slides, for example, then they put pink into the drone and it will fly over the area and search, taking pictures of only pink items so that they can pull it back in and look at those photos and go to that specific area to search. So it's just something to think about. Calling them, like I said, I'm going to get you guys their information. I know that they go to not only the mainland, but they go to different countries and everything. So I know that they would not be opposed to going to Hawaii. Somebody is asking, will there be a search on Saturday?
Not by us.
Okay. Okay. Per Mark, the Class Kids Foundation must also. What's that, Taryn?
I'm not aware of a search on Saturday. I know people are doing searches.
Okay. Per Mark, the Class Kid Foundation must have a family member request their help also. Please pass my information to a family member if they need more information. And what this is these foundations don't want like random people requesting help, because if the family isn't requesting, then there's usually a reason for it, such as like police have a lead or have information to say that there's no body or child to be found. So that's why they require family members to come to them for help, or police. So hopefully we can get you guys the information for these different foundations so that you guys can fill out their forms. Most of them are online, and then they'll do a follow-up phone call. So whoever does the forms will need to be able to, you know, answer questions about what's going on and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, well, I appreciate you guys coming on. They're all free. None of them charge anything. They are absolutely free. Okay, Allison said she will be there tomorrow. She didn't know there were still searches going on daily. Also, if family needs helps with flights or a place to stay, she has an extra room and can help purchase plane tickets or anything else that this baby girl may need, or if any help with anything she can assist in, please just let her know. So that was Allison said that. That was in the chat earlier.
Mahalo, Allison.
Now, Taryn, I know that you guys have been kind of weary about setting up a GoFundMe or a Cash App as far as for expenses. We did hear on the live the other day that you guys may need expenses for a lawyer. Is that something that you guys have looked into more? Like not the reward fund, but a different fund?
So we are looking into a reward fund, but it can be coupled with a legal fund as well. So we went to a local bank. We actually went to a credit union and another bank yesterday to explore our options with that. And so, yes, there is some legal things that we're trying to get fees for that accomplished, because we do need legal support, not as far as things to hide, but things to help bring Ariel home and fight for her and fight for her siblings to ensure that they never return to where they were.
Do you mind if I read the message that I sent you just before this live? The one that came in for Anonymous?
I don't mind. Please, yes, go ahead, because it had me a little emotional when I came on here. Yes, please do.
So somebody sent me an anonymous message, and this is what I was referring to earlier about, as information is coming out, showing that she was abused, showing that there's proof of this, I'm getting more and more people that are close to the Kaluas that are coming into my personal inbox or into my Sleuth Mom inbox. And I'm just going to read you guys what this one says. It says, "Aloha, can I please remain anonymous? A friend of mine told me that Luha's sister, Teresa, was living at their home with her son. Not sure exactly when. She said Teresa witnessed Sonny Kalua choking Ariel's older sister. Teresa packed up her son and their things and moved from the house. I pray that justice prevails, and I hope that she reported it to the authorities." And then it says, "Thank you for all that you're doing." So I forwarded this to the family because this is concerning. This is somebody saying that they also witnessed the older daughter being abused as well. And so this is why the family is going to need attorney fees, because this child was already adopted by the Kaluas. Ariel's older sister, Ariel, and the younger sister the three were adopted. Their adoption was finalized in January. So at this point, the biological family is wanting to get this adoption overturned and these children placed into custody with biological family members that are capable of caring for them, that they won't have to suffer these types of abuse. And so that's what we're talking about whenever we're saying, they're going to have legal fees as well coming up. And so,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like that shook me to my core whenever
Thank you for explaining that and sharing.
Yeah. Absolutely. That shook me to my core that somebody witnessed her choking them allegedly, or Sonny choking them. Like why wouldn't you call the cops at that point?
Or why wouldn't you do we have are they going to be able to contact that Teresa person to follow up?
Well, I'm certain the HPD will be. Yeah, because I know who the original sender is. So while I'm
you got me in tears.
Yeah. No, I know it's not good. You don't want to read stuff like that. You don't want to hear about it. But it's concerning because, we see the obvious abuse on Ariel. I hate to think about the fact that the other children were also getting abused potentially, or may have also been getting hurt. And like I said, this came from somebody who is close to the Kaluas. This is not a biological family member coming in my inbox and telling me this. This is not, rumors. Whenever I looked at their profile, they are friends with people who are friends with the Kaluas. They are friends with some of the Kalua family. So it's a legit person who really does know these people. And so it's concerning because it's hearsay as far as proof goes, but it shows that there may have been other things going on. And, once again, we go back to these children were in a bad situation. They were taken out of a bad situation and they were put into a worse situation. CPS is broken. It needs fixed. They should have never been in this home with a man who is violent. Never, ever. He has 3 felonies, 4 violence in his past. He has a PFA in his past for his ex-wife. He has terroristic threats. You know, he is capable of really injuring people.
This is
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the
He is
drug,
capable.
they got drug records, they got everything. They should have never been allowed to have that children. Never. I'm sorry, but that one just threw me for a loop. I'm sorry.
It literally came into my inbox, I want to say 15, 20 minutes before we went live. Like, that is new, just came out. I was going to post it to the Facebook group. Instead, I sent it to the aunts because I was like, this shouldn't really be a post. They are
Yeah,
probably afraid. You're right, Christy Cambra.
Yes, I'm going to agree with you, Christy, that they are afraid. I mean, imagine, they're coming in saying, please, I want to remain anonymous. Yet there's little kids that they have in their custody, and granted, they're not there right now, but we don't want them back. If you have grown adults afraid to speak up, imagine what, my little nieces feel like over there. I can't even imagine, except for saying they're brave, they're strong, and everybody, please, you got to be brave and strong and speak up. Tell.
You got to be the voice for these little ones. They don't have a voice. They don't have a fist to fight with. We got to put that fist down and say enough is enough. I really wish this got shared to me before.
Never. What is wrong with this system? That's what someone just said. And that's the question we have. What is wrong with this system? But what is wrong with these people? Why are there so many people out there that hurt babies? I don't care if she was 12. I don't care if she's 15, 20, 30. I don't care how old she is. She's a baby. She's somebody's child. So, talking about the older sister who supposedly got choked. It's not okay. And in the video, we seen Ariel limping in the parking lot, but we also seen the older sister carrying every bag, and all of the adults are just walking. These children were treated like second-class citizens. He needs anger management, somebody said. I don't think anger management would help him. Whenever you have, he's been he's had histories of abuse for 20 years at least. That's just what he got caught doing. Anger management doesn't fix that. Exactly. There's no excuse. It's just pure evil.
No, I agree with you. That is just pure evil. Pure evil. And the system, we need to make a change with our system. Our system is failing our children. They're failing our children. We have to get better at this. We have to make the system better. We have to change laws. We have to change what's going on here.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to upset you guys by reading that. I just want people to know, what's going on and why we are so adamant about, even if say they're being completely honest and Ariel wandered off from this home, what was she wandering away from? What was she running from if she ran?
Probably running from the devil himself.
Right. And that's my big question, if she did run away, which, at this point we would have found her if she did. It's been a month, she would have only went so many places. But say they're not involved, then we still need to make sure these other children do not go back, because there is clear abuse, clear neglect, and now we're hearing these claims of the choking the older sister. It's
And
just
we
the
all
whole
know they're not
situation's
at the Puha
disturbing.
Street anymore.
They're not at the Puha Street anymore.
Nope. I got confirmation they're in Kailo at Crystal's house.
And honestly, they probably are just like hiding out there because their own community, I'm sure, has turned against them at this point. Now, how far away is that from where
Maybe
they?
about a 20-minute drive from their original house. It's in Kailua.
So what we need to do is make sure that there's flyers up everywhere there. You know what I mean?
It's
Like we need to.
Sleuth Mom, yes. Sleuth Mom. The location is, in that My Kailua video, where that My Kailua video was taken, it's there. The one with
Yeah.
the child walking. That's
Okay.
where they are in comparison to the Puha Street.
Okay.
So what do we say? Halela Street? Is that what the name of that street that was on Halela Street, correct? Right off
Yes.
of Oniava?
Yes. That's Halela Street, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify for you so you knew exactly where she's speaking about.
So we need to make sure that there's flyers everywhere right there because it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, but it's far enough that people might not know that these are the parents of Ariel. Parents, quote unquote, adoptive parents. Maybe we need to make some pictures, with their face or flyers with their face on it says last seen with these two. You know what I mean? Just to keep putting the pressure on them, putting them on blast.
How's about we just do a rally in front of that whole neighborhood?
Yeah, that could happen too.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Just wake up the neighbors. Let them know
Yep.
what kind of people they got there. And she is currently a foster mother of her own, Crystal. And what I'm getting is Crystal is pregnant, foster care, trying to get custody of people's kids, which she already had 10 kids sent back from CPS because she claims they're crybabies or runaways and she didn't want them. Since when you get to make a choice?
Oh.
I did know she was pregnant. I did not know that she was also a foster parent. So once again, we go into the situation where now she has a felon living with her currently, staying with her. That should not be allowed.
Amen.
Christy says, I knew it. You knew what? That she was pregnant?
Or that
That
you're crying smiley faces.
Yeah. So the reason that it's funny to people, for those of you who don't know, Crystal is the wife of the younger brother. She used to be married to the older brother. She has 2 children with one, and now she is pregnant with the other. So basically her kids are going to have the same father and uncle, basically, for both ways. That's why it's kind of funny and ironic, because her children are going to be siblings and cousins.
And that also puts them in a dangerous situation of having the Kaluas at that house. They all got tokens. Anybody can take those tokens.
Report them to CPS. Yeah, I mean, so would CPS even do anything, though, is the question, because they allowed a felon to adopt. We've looked at it several times on this channel where the Hawaii statute says 5 years. The Hawaii website says 5 years of background. So do they just not care about the fact that Luha has dismissed drug charges? Do they not care about the fact that Sonny has these 3 felony assaults that he served time on probation for? It's baffling to me. Blast flyers all over the place and rattle their chains. Somebody's got to speak out then. Yeah. So we just wanted to come on and get more information about the search tonight and let the voices of Ariel give their thoughts, their opinions, and kind of speak out. I was hoping that more people would have come on. There was like 17 or 18 people that said they were interested in hopping on. They probably got busy. I know it's kind of mid-afternoon for you guys there, or early evening. I am a 6-hour time difference away from you, so it's 12:30 a.m. right now for me. So going
It's
later in the
6:30
afternoon is
p.m.
rough.
here.
Yeah, see, so going later for you guys, because I know most people, 9 or 10 is like the ideal time to like kind of be able to sit down and do stuff like this. It would be like what, 4 a.m. for me.
So I'm thinking game plan. We already did the search for tomorrow's setup. If anybody wants to donate water and ice tomorrow, because it'll be simple, because we'll be mostly in the mountain and on the ground, boots on the ground. If there's anything in the works, I'd like to keep the searches moving in different directions. Like maybe because my team of 12 been going out every day with the drones and everything else, I would like to make this at least twice a week. Take a different spot. If nothing comes up tomorrow, move to the next one and just keep doing the line searches. I mean, it is exhausting, it is tiring, but you know what? There's somebody out there. There's a little angel calling us and saying, I'm here. You need to find me. So with that said, I'm going to say we're going to keep moving in this direction. And I would like to do a standoff in front of that house in Kailua.
Yeah, I think that probably needs to be the next protest for sure. Now that we know where they are, like they said, let's make that community aware that, these people who may know where this child is, they're hiding out in your neighborhood, essentially, trying to hide from what they may have done or what's going on.
Kanoi, yes, there's going to be coolers. I'm taking 6 huge coolers, so there will be coolers. As far as the family, is anybody else willing to talk to the news?
I can talk to my family and see who will be willing to speak to the news. Are the news people going to be there?
We have 6 people coming because I keep telling them we need the public support. We need the news to start posting her things. We have 6 news teams coming out. We have, I believe, what was the other one I talked to? Chelsea Davis is supposed to be there. We're supposed to be having a lot of, what is that, Civil Beat? Yeah, Civil Beat is coming out. And we have a lot, but I can stand with the family and talk too, but I don't want to stand there alone. I'm not a camera person. I'm a working person, boots on the ground. So if somebody's willing to stand next to me, because they've been hounding me all afternoon already.
Okay, we can definitely make that happen. I'm sure people in our family would definitely do that. Definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody get off. It's been an hour and a half. Thank you for coming on with me, you two, and everybody else that has joined. I appreciate the, different voices that we got in, kind of letting us know where everybody's coming from, what everybody's working on currently. We are going to be looking for a fundraiser popping up in the group. It's just going to be for helping to print the flyers and get things like that spread around, because she's needing postage and everything else for people who are asking for flyers to be mailed to them. So expect to see that coming soon. Within the group, it's just going to be her Cash App link or Venmo, just to help with a little bit of funds. That is not going to be the reward fundraiser. It is not going to be the lawyer fundraiser. Those will be separate accounts. This one, we're probably only going to need, a small amount of money just to help with the supplies as far as the posters go. I don't think that she's going to put posters on the bus until we have confirmation of the reward, because the ones that we want on the bus, we want to have the reward information on it. So hopefully Crime Stoppers can get back to us. They have not updated their website yet. I checked again just moments ago. So their website still does not show the reward on there, which we're waiting. We are waiting to see it updated with the rewards so that we know that it is for sure there, or at least they can family and let them know before we go gung-ho and posting it everywhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and close down the live like I normally do with a prayer, just so that we can, make sure that God is in the middle of this. We need his arms protecting us as you guys search and leading the way so that we can find Ariel. Says maybe you guys can set up a GoFundMe or a Venmo so that we can make donations for you folks. All the aunties have to keep flying over for water, snacks for the searches. And then somebody else said, thank you, let's bring this baby home. So they, Christy, just to let you guys know, Taryn did say earlier in the live that the funds for the aunties that they are trying to raise is going to be through the same type, like it's going to be a double account. They're going to have the reward in one account and the money for lawyers' fees and supplies for whatever that they need as far as flying or whatever else needs to happen is going to come out of the other account. But first they have to find a 5013C that will back them so that they can make sure that this money is safeguarded and has a tip line attached to it, because we don't want a reward with no tip line so that people can't, get the actual reward. There's a lot of guarantees that go into stuff like that. So if anybody local is a 5013C, if you're a search party, a police department, fire department, you have the missing kid organizations, or you just have a random 5013C that can hold on to this money for them and let them raise money for this reward through you, please, if you know somebody that can reach out to Taryn or to Julie, any of the aunts, to let them know, hey, we can help you with this. That's what they need right now. They need somebody to be the signer on this account at the bank. We will raise all the money. I know we can do it. We just need an account backer to do it through. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and close this in prayer though, so that we can get shut down and get you guys on your way. So thank you, dear Lord, for allowing Ariel's army to have the voice that we do. Thank you for giving us so many boots on the ground, giving us the ability to come together to try to bring this baby home. Please continue to help us, Father, so that we know where to go. Shine your light on where she is so that we can find her, Lord. Guide the police to what happened to her so that they can bring justice for her. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, guys.
Amen.
Amen. Have a good night, Taryn. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you so much. You too. Good night.